Ignore this. That's not what the video is about today. We're on a journey. We are exploring new horizons. Today we're talking about something a little sensitive.
Oh.
Because I don't know how I feel about it just yet.
Okay.
So we're not trying to hide the fact that our rails, right? They are made overseas. They're not made here.
Okay. Why do you need to preface that you're not?
I don't know, because
that?
because for so long, had this prideful, high horsey thing of everything's made in the U.S. and supporting local skater-owned. Like I have this. So
you personally feel kind of guilty.
I do. I have like this little like maybe I shouldn't try. I feel like I exhausted my resources of trying to make rails happen here. It's just not feasible with our supply chain and our raw materials and all those.
What's your excuse for this?
This is
not that you need an excuse. I'm just pulling your leg.
Not an excuse, but the model of making things overseas has been a good model. I like it.
Yeah.
I like having a bunch of stuff on the shelves that's done in a large factory that's like mass produced, and they rarely make mistakes. Every now and again they might forget some pins, or like they didn't put the little thank you card in. The predictability of it is really nice, and having so much inventory is really nice.
The little thank you card.
Yeah, we got a thank you card. Like
if they don't fucking do that, I'm not buying again. I just see you like behind the desk pissed, like where the fuck is my thank you card?
It pisses me off. Hearing that a customer didn't get their thank you card. Yeah, so we make the rails, or we don't. We outsource and have a third-party company making our flat bars somewhere else, and then they ship them in. We get a big container of them, we got to store them, and then we ship them out as the orders come. But there's a lot of like R&D and back and forth that happens, like that. The foy rail, for example, I mean, there was 4 to 5 like renditions of it, and it was like,
I mean, from start to finish, that was like a year process.
Yeah,
right?
There was a lot of just R&D and meticulousness. Is that a word?
Yeah, it is now.
It is now.
Keen Ramp's dictionary.
To come up with this, right? And I'm happy with the product. We're still going through the same thing. We're leaning on somebody else to help us do it. So that factory, I really like them. I've had a very fruitful relationship working with them. I was like, hey, could you come up with like, are you open to doing a ramp? Like not just a rail. They gave me this concept of like a launch ramp, and I was like, no, I think I want something more quarter pipey, like a quarter pipe meets a launch ramp. I want something in that vein, and not because like I want to outsource and like not provide jobs and services here. One of the #1 complaints on our social media, and people are always like, oh, it's so expensive. Why do you guys charge so much? Like I could build this for $20. This is the first time we've had somebody else make a quarter pipe for us overseas, and this is the first rendition of it. There's probably going to be 5 more of these that go back and forth over the ocean before we figure out how we want it. So I just want to be really transparent and show the audience what we're doing and why we're doing it. And the main reason why we're doing it is because we get so much feedback about us being expensive and overpriced. So I do want to make something that is a lower price point.
I don't think those people that complain about that want to spend money though. They just want to net bang.
That's true. The net bangers, they're probably not gonna buy anything.
Yeah.
You love that I said that.
I do so much. Because sometimes you'll pull internet references like out of your ass that I wouldn't expect you to know,
I mean,
and I just love it.
Who doesn't follow Foo's Gone Wild though?
That's true.
So shout out Foo's Gone Wild. Am I supposed to use a chainsaw to do this?
Yeah. You should use a CNC to open it. I can't believe this is a quarter pipe.
Yeah, they really packaged the shit out of this. Yeah, like if you had to guess right now, like what am I unboxing? If you had no idea.
A poker table maybe?
Poker table.
Yeah. Oh, is it wood? I thought it was metal.
No, there's just these little like side pieces because
that hold everything.
Well, yeah, because when they showed me the first like rendition of it, it's thin metal sides, and it looked very Fresh Parky, and I just wasn't down for it. And I was
so
like,
you made them do wood.
It needs like a wood facade just for aesthetics.
Okay.
But even this one, I do not like it. Like
already, without even taking it out,
I've already seen photos of this.
Okay.
And I already know I don't like it, and I already gave them like
an update,
feedback on like what I want to do. All right, so here's the deck.
Oh wow.
Pretty light. The framing of it, it's all steel. you know, it's all welded by hand. And then this material on the top, it's like a 3/8 inch birch.
Oh.
So it's a hard wood. It's good wood.
That is actually wood.
And then it has this like weird grippy material. And they apologized for this. They were like, sorry, we blew out that screw, whatever. The real one that we maybe end up making off of this is probably gonna look nothing like this. This appears to be
a stand.
A stand.
So this is not a very tall quarter pipe
for the deck. No, like I said, the first version that they made was very much like a launch ramp, and it kind of rammed into the ground funny. So I told them to kind of feather out the approach at the beginning, and then I was like, give it more of a deck, and I sent them the specs of our 18 by 3/4 pipe. 18 inches high, 3 feet wide. It's on a 6 foot radius. So we're kind of playing off of that. So this is sort of a version of our 18 by 3. For the record, our 18 by 3/4, I think it's like $459 out the door with shipping. And we say we end up making this, we're not gonna stop making that one. We're still gonna offer our OG like 18 by 3. This is just gonna be a price point one. So like, you know, maybe we could sell this for like $350 or like $325. Like I ultimately just want to make something that's more entry level and a lower price point
for the net bangers.
For the net bangers. This is the threshold plate. I already have a call out
that you don't like.
It's too small.
Oh,
this is what, 5 inches. We need maybe 6, 7, maybe 8, 9. Do you like that?
There's another one, dude. I like how you had to follow it up with 8, 9 because you're like, I can't be caught saying 6, 7.
I'm thinking about like longevity here. Okay. Somebody skates this, you know, hundreds of hours. Like, I don't want this to taco. Yeah, that's gonna be a flag. So yeah, this is,
wow.
Like I said. Like,
what is this material?
This is a Lexan. It's like a plastic.
Wow.
Which is another thing that I wasn't sure I'm okay with. They were like, oh, we'll give it to you with this. It's pretty good. This might change. A lot's gonna change.
Dude, they just like know what's up with like materials and that sort of stuff over there, right? Like you were like, hey, can you make this? And they were like, yeah, here's a list of materials you can pick from.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
They have a lot of options. I mean, it's a manufacturing district. Like that's what they're all about.
Yeah.
Like a lot of our consumer goods come from over there. So yeah, they know what's up. Little mellow.
Let's put it together. Get it over here. I haven't done anything in a couple videos, so let me at least do this. No, get that guy out of here. He's big and scary.
Is that what people are saying in the comments these days?
That's what I hope they're saying. They don't want me in the videos because they're like, you know, afraid of me. But really, it's just like, that guy is a fucking idiot. Get him off camera. All right, let's see if...
Do people ever call you a beefcake? Does Drea call you that?
Sometimes, yeah. Usually that's what my mom says every time I go back home.
She calls you a beefcake?
Yeah, she's like, oh, hey there, beefcake. I'm just kidding.
That's cute.
She doesn't. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, I can't even give you any help or direction with this. Like, this is the first time I'm seeing this.
We're missing a piece that probably goes here.
Yeah, let's check the box. This is the hardware. Okay. We got pins and we have 4 bolts.
Okay, so that goes...
I'm gonna guess...
Pick that up, it goes under there. Oh, it goes through the coping, it looks like. Look, here's the coping.
Okay.
So there's a bolt that goes through here.
Oh, it's threaded.
Yeah, it is
okay,
threaded.
So we're threading from below. Other initial knee-jerk thoughts.
The bump is not optimal.
The bump is not optimal. It's very much flush. Like, we always want the 1/8 on the face and a 1/4 on top. And this, to me, oh, we're flush. That's no good. Yeah, we need a bump there. And then on the top looks close. Like, here's some 1/4 inch skate light. So if they accomplish the 1/4, this should be flush. It looks like they went a little higher. But here's one other thing I'll say. I told them, like, I want this to kind of dual as a launch ramp, yet a 1/4 pipe.
So they were probably
So maybe this was intentional.
Yeah.
Maybe the like less of a bump was intentional. Can't even tell if I'm lined up. There's a first time for everything, right?
Now this is what I call gentrifying the 1/4 pipe.
Very much. And like I said, I'm gonna probably repeat myself a bunch here. This is not to replace our 1/4 pipes. This is just for a lower price point option for those who think we are too expensive. And also, there's a chance we don't end up doing this. If I was smart, I would probably keep all this under wraps and not share it to the internet like this, but I don't know, just it feels appropriate.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to feel like I got anything to hide, you know? And
I feel like if you do something like this, in order to keep your
integrity?
Yeah, you have to like show it.
Yeah, and I want honest feedback. Like I want to hear what people say out there. Like, is it dumb that we're doing this?
What if everyone hates it? What if everyone's like, dude, we don't give a fuck about that. We don't want it.
If the consensus is we do not want it, like, yeah, I won't make it.
Yeah.
But if there's like 1,000 people that say absolutely not, I don't want it, but like 100 say I want it, it's like I kind of want to help out those 100.
Pause.
Huh.
You have a gang of tools here and you're using that.
I know. Here's my rationale. I thought about grabbing a real wrench or like getting an impact attachment with the hex head, but then I was like, I kind of want to experience what a customer would experience right now. Like I don't see this as like a sellout move or like we're not being true to ourselves and our ethos. Like at the end of the day, I just want something for all those people who want a lower price point obstacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing kind of sucks. But the nice thing about this, it's kind of like on our flat bars. The size that they use is the same size as the biggest part of your skate tool.
Oh.
So those bolts are connected to our coping.
These don't really line up.
Yeah, like I said, these are just facade pieces that they put in to appease me and my feedback. So now we need to put the plate on. I mean, this is the right way to do this. Smart. Have your tubing come to a point, you know, at the ground, and a plate should finish it. But I feel like a better way to finish it, we had a collab obstacle with transformer rails. We called it the launch pad. So very, very similar, where it's tubing and then it came to the end and there's this plate and the bolt goes through with the nut. But this is a little bit thicker. This is almost like 3/16.
Right.
And then it's also reinforced with angle iron here. So that's gonna be way stronger. Whereas that one was a little on the thin side. That transformer one was probably like an extra 2 inches or so.
Right.
2 inches matters.
Oh, very simple.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, when I first pulled this out of the box, I was like, oh man, is this thing gonna be a lot of assembly? Really, it was just what? Transition.
It's 4 bolts.
Deck top. These slid in, and this plate, 4 bolts.
Let's let her rip.
Ready?
Yeah.
I want your like initial thoughts, feelings. I want your like brutal, honest opinion about the way it looks and feels.
First and foremost, coping immediately.
Yeah, coping needs bumpage.
Plate looks too small, definitely. At first glance, I was like, plate's chill. Like, why are you tripping on that? But I think the plate looks too small. I think
There's some bounce in there.
there's some bounce in there. Tighter radius, maybe?
Yeah, the radius is looking mellow, dude.
It doesn't even look like a radius.
It's looking like a bank.
I mean, it feels fine. The plate needs to be bigger. All the things that you've said so far.
The plate's fucking loud too.
It's loud and you feel it. Like you feel the difference. Feels very much like the plate is there to get you onto the ramp, not the plate being a part of the ramp.
How do you feel about it as a launch ramp?
It's great. I mean, it feels pretty good as a launch ramp. I'm not like a launch ramp guy. I don't really like transition launch ramps, but kids do. I think kids would love it because it does. I didn't even ollie, you know, I just rode over
air it out, fly out. I genuinely need our audience's feedback.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna do something like this, if we're gonna do an outsourced, like pre-manufactured low price point obstacle, like what do you guys want, and like what should be the first version? Is it a launch or is it a quarter?
The plate's weird, huh?
The plate's weird. The chatter is very distracting. So we got that fucking forklift, you gotta stop. But I feel like for this being their first crack at it, it's not bad. I wanna see how sturdy and stable this is. Like I almost wanna try to focus it.
I don't know. You did something back there. What's that from?
That was already there.
Oh.
That was just in transit.
It's really loud. Let me try. I barely dented it, and I kind
You probably just dented the, so there's this.
Oh, the top layer.
The laminate.
Oh my God, you're right.
Because it's just laminate on ply. This is good wood. Like
Yeah,
this is.
Why is this so
1,
strong?
2, 3, 4, 5. This is 7 ply, 3/8 thick birch. Like this is nice. Yeah, that lock-in, it's there. The lock-in is there, but. All right, it does not rock and roll. It like the board barely touched, only because I turned.
Slightly tighter radius.
Yeah. Dude, that plate is really distracting, that noise. I don't like that.
I don't like how it feels.
Oh, I missed. Oh, double stall.
Yeah, you stalled
on
the side.
Blunts are always historically hard on mellow stuff.
Yeah.
It's very mellow.
Especially without a bump.
Woo! It's not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that. Oh, God. Feels good. Oh, whoa, whoa, that was weird. My favorite part about back Ds on quarters is when you hear your tail scrape.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I got a little overzealous there.
Not good.
Not bad on pivots. Yeah, it's nice for that. No real qualms skating it other than
The plate.
just that plate. I don't like that plate chatter.
Yeah.
And then if it was just a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to grab one of our transitions to compare it. This is our 18x3 quarter pipe side. I'm gonna compare it to this. And I kind of want to be mean to this one. That's why I'm kind of like pushing it around. I want to see how the joints are and how the hardware holds. Oh, dude, we're not too far off.
No, but it's still like noticeably tighter. Like just a little bit, that's all.
Yeah.
What was the radius you gave them?
I told him 6. Okay, so we're not far off.
No.
I'll probably just tell him to, tighten up the transition ever so slightly. We definitely want more of a bump here. I don't know how I feel about this surfacing just yet. I'm probably gonna do some more tests with it. I don't mind this deck. This deck is cool, especially like it's on the grippy side. Like it has this little like mini diamond plate kind of laminate in here. It works well. It's tough. It's rigid. These I hate these. We're gonna rethink that. I think this needs like a whole side skirt of some sort. And then yeah, plate, obviously we've been harping on that one a lot. But I do like how easy it was to put together. 4 bolts, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like we're warm. There's gonna be a couple more versions of this. Don't judge us, we're not like veering from our ethos, like we are forever gonna make ramps in the US. This is just something we're toying with the idea of having something that's cheaper for people that think our other ramps that are made in the US are too expensive. So
Net banger friendly.
yeah, net banger friendly quarter pipe. I know we ask for your guys' feedback a lot in videos, but I want it in this one more than ever. Like I really want to know, like, are we missing the mark? Are we crazy for wanting to make this? Should it be a launch ramp? Should it be a quarter? How do you feel about the look and feel? Anything along those lines, just let us know. But yeah, thanks for tagging along and being a part of this. We'll catch you on the next one.